The prime minister ordered everybody off the island and onto the ships. He was afraid that if the court went onto the ships, the men who were left behind would desert to the Mongols. Well, there's nothing dumber he could have done, because now the land is there. So the Mongols take the land. Now the Mongols cut them off from water supply and from firewood. And the Mongols can shoot down from the cliffs. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. And then very soon the men are out of water. They're trying to eat dry rice or rice cooked with seawater. They're dying. The men are dying. And the Mongols, they tried over and over to get the court to surrender. And Prime Minister Liu refused every time. And then even a small detachment of Southern Song, they tried to rescue the emperor and said, let's flee with the emperor, let's take him, probably they were going to try to go to North Vietnam, let's take him away for safety. And they failed because the Prime Minister Liu refused. And then when it became absolutely obvious from the fires that were raging, from the shooting of the people, the dying of the sailors of the Southern Song, they were losing, Prime Minister Liu would not surrender. The boy was there on the ship, the child emperor, 7 years old. He had one friend in the world, one friend. It was a parrot. He had his little pet parrot with him. He was on the ship. And the prime minister first took his own wife and threw her into the water to drown because he didn't want her to dishonor him by being captured. And he jumped into the water with the child emperor and with all the papers and the official seals, everything that they could take with them. And somehow the parrot itself was knocked off of its perch in a cage, and the cage and the parrot fell in with the boy. And that was the end of the great Song dynasty. It was one of the greatest dynasties in the history of China. Great in technology, great in art, great in literature, great in trade, great in everything. And it ended in the murder of a 7-year-old boy and his parrot.